everyone, how's it going?
What's up? I'm Ryan.
And I'm Zach.
And this is a fresh cup of comics.
That's right. So, today is pretty much just a show where we just talk about all the stuff that's happened during the week.
What?
Stuff
happens during the week? That's amazing.
I know, it's
holy moly.
It's not just a work week full of depression and misery. It's also a wonderful time where people announce things and things get leaked.
What?
Yeah.
All right, well,
so we'll just go over.
Hit me with some leaks, son.
Something's leaking. All right. So we're just gonna go right into it. The first topic that I kind of like took down. These are kind of like my highlights for the week, basically.
Okay.
So the rumor is Peter Jackson is actually trying to decide whether he wants to do a Lord of the Rings show for Amazon or a movie in the DC universe.
Ooh, man, I want both.
Yeah, how about Lord of the Rings in the DC universe?
Yeah, how about you do two?
How about Green Arrow and Legolas?
Oh God, don't please don't tease me.
Trying to outshoot each other.
Ooh, I didn't even thought about Legolas. Legolas.
I like you less.
I never thought of Orlando Bloom playing Green Arrow.
That would be terrible. I don't know. He's versatile. I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I've never thought about it. So I can't really say that would be a good idea or a bad idea. I think an interesting idea.
Well, he'd have to have a good goatee and
he's definitely got like the humor for it, like quips, kind of like that, kind of sarcastic.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I can see him like that.
Yeah,
his body type's not what I'm looking for.
I don't know.
Yeah, nah.
I mean,
definitely
it's
what's that guy's name from
Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah, what's his name? Charlie
Hunnam.
Yes, that's
he's like everybody's
Green Arrow. Green Arrow, son. Green Arrow.
As
right here.
It's like everybody's favorite, but we got Stephen Amell who's.
Yeah, he's not that great he's good on the show, but I don't know.
Everybody around him is kind of. It's just getting too messy, I think.
He was trying to play Casey on Ninja Turtles. Awful.
It's
awful.
Well, okay.
To me, it was.
The fact they had Casey was kind of cool. My thing is, I loved him in season 1.
Yes.
But that was when it was focused on him. Now it's like focusing on all these different characters, and then he's kind of in there.
Well, that's the whole DC universe. They this girl, she's somehow got a magical power, and now she's Electric Woman, or
Are you a person that's a human that exists in this show? You get a power in a super suit.
I wish I was.
Yeah. Right?
I don't even know what my superpower would be, but
superpower would be anything.
I could be Beard Man or something. I don't know.
Able to grow and ungrow his beard at rapid pace. How does that benefit anybody? Who knows? But yeah. So Peter Jackson, it's a toss up. I don't know. Okay, so first of all, which movie in the DC universe and which what is the show supposed to be about Lord of the Rings? Like, what is that?
That would be cool if they did a Lord of the Rings TV show after Lord of the Rings happened.
Well, it would be on Amazon. It would be on Amazon.
But I'm saying, after all the battles and all that stuff happened, do it afterwards.
Okay.
That'd be kind of cool. So you can see what happened afterwards.
True.
Because I know there's a lot of stories afterwards, right?
I'm not sure. All I know is from before, but I don't know.
Maybe they can go to where all the elves went and be like, they're all like chilling on the beach with like lounge chairs and shit.
Freaking Lord of the Rings. Vacation's all I ever wanted. Freaking Frodo in a bathing suit. That'd be awesome.
Hairy ass feet.
It's right. The Hobbit in swimming hole adventures.
Oh man, that'd be amazing.
Right? It's just 24-hour live footage all day, every day.
Do you think he wears swim trunks or like pants?
I like to think they swim naked.
Oh,
little Hobbit.
Like hairy Hobbit
bodies. Yeah. I don't like to think about that. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so that's interesting.
Justice League Dark is... I would love to see a Justice League Dark.
It actually leads into our next news story. The DC Universe streaming service has actually been announced. And they also announced a live-action Swamp Thing movie.
That's them being announced. DC Universe.
DC Universe, but they announced a live-action Swamp Thing series that's going to be part of that, on top of Young Justice Season 3, I believe, and Titans.
Okay, Young Justice, I could see be super cool, because I loved Young Justice when it was on.
Yeah, when you didn't have Teen Titan, like the original Teen Titans show, Young Justice kind of picked up that slack. But then they canceled that, and they still have Teen Titans Go on, which is bullshit. But that's just my opinion. It's got a theatrical release coming out. What kind of shit is that? We can't get a Teen Titan, like another season of Teen Titans.
When you have a kid, you just have to.
Teen Titans Go to hell. But we're getting a Swamp Thing series, which is really cool.
So hopefully that'll be good.
But it makes me wonder, if they're going to do that, are we not getting a Justice League Dark movie ever? Or not now? Or are they going to keep it separate? Are they even planning it anymore?
Well, maybe because the whole Constantine thing, they're scared of doing a Justice League Dark.
But Constantine was so good.
I know. Well, it was good to us, but I don't know. Obviously, it wasn't good enough to keep on that channel. Oh yeah, that network. But CW has him on their network, and he's actually a permanent. On DC Legends?
He's a regular on Legends now. They actually made him a series regular because people love him so much.
Maybe I'll have to watch that again. Even though I'm wearing a DC Legends of Tomorrow beanie right now.
Yeah, I mean,
I stopped watching it because
it was a cool crossover event. I just felt like
there's so many superhero shows.
It's definitely watered down a little bit, or a lot of bit. Yeah, for sure.
I'll tell you what I'm excited for though. Is Batman Ninja. I really want to go buy that and watch it.
Ugh.
It looks so good.
Even the animation is unlike anything we've seen, really, because it's like
Japanese anime, dude. It's like watching almost like watching Attack of Titans, or
it is like that, but it's also it's CG. It's not just hand-drawn stuff. CG? Yeah. Cool. If you look closely, it's cel shaded. It looks 2D, but they move like they're 3D. Which makes me think it's CGI.
It's kind of like some of the newer anime that Netflix has been putting out.
Exactly, just like that. Yeah. So it looks beautiful. It looks like old like art of the ancestry type.
Yeah, it looks. Oh, yeah, man, the previews I saw looks amazing. It looks so cool. I can't wait to watch it.
Definitely. But then, and one thing I forgot to mention on the DC streaming service, they have a Harley Quinn animated show, which we don't know for sure yet if Margot Robbie is voicing her or not, or if they might just bring in
if it's
Tara Strong again.
If it's like that last Harley Quinn movie I've seen that we saw during when Metal came out,
I hope not.
That was awful.
Yeah, that was terrible.
So hopefully it's not like that.
Well, it's we don't know very much about it yet. From what I could find, I can't find who's voicing her. I do love Tara Strong's voice over Margot Robbie's.
Not Tara Strong's the one that did.
She did the Harley Quinn in
Batman
Arkham.
Animated and all that, or no?
She did the voice in the Arkham series.
Oh, okay, all the Arkham games.
She also did there was an episode of, I think it was Arrow, where the Suicide Squad was actually part of the Arrow show. And they're in a penitentiary, and Harley Quinn made a cameo.
Yeah.
She was like, "Do you lovebirds need some counseling?"
But you don't see her though, do you?
You saw her pigtails,
right? Yeah,
you saw her pigtails bobbing or whatever. Yeah. But the voice you heard was Tara Strong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
That's like the essential Harley Quinn voice of this generation, basically.
Okay.
But then you have Margot Robbie, who kind of did a variation of that in the movie. Either way, I mean, I'm super stoked. I have no reason to not get this DC streaming service at this point, because everything I wanted to see a live action Swamp Thing. I wanted to see live action Titans, so we'll see how that goes. And then Young Justice Season 3 is coming out, and then we have a Harley Quinn animated series. Who knows?
I'll see that. I'm excited about animated. I'm okay with maybe Swamp Thing. Hopefully it's good. Mm-hmm. After Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, it just how they the storylines and everything. I felt like they were making their own storylines. It wasn't coming out of the comic books.
Let me say this though. Those shows are CW. They have a CW budget.
So they'll change it, you think, then?
What if these shows come out and they're on the caliber of the Netflix shows that Marvel's been
making? Then that'd be amazing.
Because it's a streaming service, they have the funding to just put it right in there. With CW, they definitely have a very CW feel. But then you have shows like Legion is amazing.
Yeah, I haven't watched Legion yet. Oh, and I've heard nothing but good stuff. I have to go to the first season. I gotta go watch it.
It's like one long acid trip. That's crazy. I heard, yeah, because the guy himself is like he's very conflicted in his mind, and so it comes through in the cinematography and the way the show is shot and written. It's awesome, but you wouldn't see something like that on CW, I don't think, because it's almost like taking a risk.
Oh, okay.
You know, because they're like you have a show about a bunch of superheroes fighting. We know that that's profitable. People love seeing superheroes fight. Or you have a show about the psychological breakdown of the most powerful mutant to live, and he goes to a psychiatric ward and starts tripping balls. And
I never knew that he was the most powerful mutant.
He's up there. He's the son of
Dr.
Professor
Xavier.
Yeah.
And who?
I don't know his
mom.
Lady.
Some
I don't know his mom.
Some random lady.
Yeah. Random lady in the street.
I heard it was some like... Alright, so I heard it was Dr. Xavier and then some like Russian lady or something like that.
I'll have to look into that because I'm not really sure. All I know is that it's Professor Xavier, and
he was already powerful.
And the way they do it in the show is very much like...
So is he more powerful than Jean Grey? Because Jean Grey was like a little more powerful than Dr. Xavier.
I don't know how he is in the comics. I only know what I've seen in the show because I never actually followed like Legion.
Yeah, I didn't either.
In the comics until
I almost want to go back and read them.
This show makes me want to read everything I can about Legion because he is so it's so cool. Like you think that you're watching.
You watch the show though.
Yes. I have not started watching season 2 yet, but season 1 is good.
You've seen season 1. See, I don't have anything where I can go back to watch season 1, so
Hulu.
I don't have Hulu. Yeah,
we'll watch it together.
All right,
we'll watch it together.
Cool.
Yeah, but it's definitely one of my favorite superhero shows, and I wouldn't classify it as a superhero show because he's not really a hero.
Psychological,
he's a mutant.
Like
a psychological. Yeah, for instance, the way everything, like the soundtrack, the fashion, like the
fashion,
the costume design, and the set design, everything is meant to throw you off, to make you not, so you don't realize what time it takes place. You don't know if it takes place modern
60s,
day,
80s, 90s. It could be any of that.
A lot of it is very 60s mod, like London-esque stuff.
Okay.
But then you'll have things that kind of make you think, like, wait, is this modern day? Is this back in the 80s, 90s, 60s?
Yeah.
When does this take place? It never tells you because it wants you to be disoriented like he is.
Okay.
Like, it's very much like you're on this journey with
I've heard nothing but good things about it, so...
Yeah, it's...
Nothing but good.
It's crazy. But yeah, if these shows on the DC streaming service are anything like those shows that are, like, on Netflix or FX or anything like that, I am totally on board.
What is the cost of DC Universe? They haven't come out with it yet?
I have not been able to find
it's probably it's probably like Netflix, Hulu.
Probably like $10 or less or something like that. I would imagine. But I mean, I'm there day one. I want to check this stuff out because it could be some of the cool stuff.
I'm not excited for Titans. I'm telling you that right now.
I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm really hoping they fix a lot of it in post.
A lot in post.
Yeah. Because I want a green-skinned Beast Boy, and I want Starfire. She looks a little
90s hooker.
She doesn't look like Starfire right now, but I'm hoping that maybe
she looks like one of the women you would see in New York back in the 80s or 90s on the corner.
The stereotypical of the street, like Gotham hooker.
Yeah, Gotham hooker.
I'm thinking that scene because the way that they're not wearing any like super suits or anything, I think they're all trying to blend in
into the.
What if Starfire, because she's from outer space, doesn't know good fashion? And so she's wearing what she thinks is like really fashionable on Earth.
But why wouldn't they tell her what's good fashion?
Well, I mean, we don't know. I'm just saying like this could be a possibility because that was very much what she did. Like in the show, for instance, like she would like be super out of the loop where she'd be like super excited about something that the rest of the team is just kind of like on. She's like, yes. Like
this is amazing.
She was so like uppity and everything. So what if?
What about Raven? What's Raven look like?
Well, on the show, on live action.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks very much like she did. She's got like as long as she's got like pale skin and kind of like the black or bluish hair
and a blue robe or something or his cloak.
Yeah, she's got to be pretty much gothic. I think she looks the best out of all of them, excluding Robin.
True.
If Beast Boy gets green skin, he's spot on because he even has the same freaking jacket that he has in the comics. But they're all wearing civilian uniforms, which makes me think they're trying to blend in, or they're just first meeting, or I don't know what the deal is. But it's definitely not their battle uniforms, which may be the more.
But maybe they weren't like really. It was just them walking out and before they got done up with makeup or something. Or
well, that's the thing though, is that they're all dressed like they are in the shot.
Well, I'm saying like, what if it was them in the costumes, but they weren't done up in makeup yet? They were just wearing the costumes. Someone just got snapped a shot of them like that.
I mean, that's a possibility.
Okay,
it's a possibility. I don't know. I
mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, if it's good.
I mean, Starfire has that weird purple lipstick on and everything, so it makes me think that they already have makeup. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I hope they fix a lot of it in post. Specifically, Beast Boy, if they make his skin green, that's all I want.
Then you're good.
That's all I want.
You're good. So if it's his skin's green,
skin's
green. If his skin is green, then and the rest is all crap. You're good.
Yeah, I just want to see a live action Beast Boy. Honestly, like I'm sure that they can get the team dynamic right. You just got to get them. You just got to get them. Just kind of like.
Are they going to have the actual like from Teen Titans, like some of the villains they had in Teen Titans?
That's what I want to know because.
That would be Slade awesome. And like,
I don't know.
I mean, you know, Slade is Deathstroke.
I don't know. We don't even know that this doesn't take place in the DC universe. Like, we don't know anything about it.
Oh, okay.
We just know we just know what they've told us, which is the casting for all the heroes. Even Hawk and Dove, of all people. They don't have Cyborg in this, but they have Hawk and Dove.
They weren't. Were they actually in the Titans?
At one point, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going off the animated cartoon I used to watch back in the day.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, like everybody does. I did.
Which is the only one I knew that was in it, other than the ones we know about is Terra.
Yeah,
that was it.
Which I hope they have Terra in this. That'd be awesome. But I want to know who the main villain is in this. I want to know if we're ever going to see like actual the more A-list heroes like Batman, Superman.
That'd be cool.
They ever show up.
If they throw them in there, yeah.
Or if we're gonna have like the was it the Titans on the other coast where they had like those, you know, like in the show they had the twins that they could run fast when they touched.
They had to hold each other.
Yeah, stuff like that. But
they weren't bad guys. I thought they were bad guys.
Well, they were good guys, and they could only speak like what was it, like Spanish or something.
They were like negative and positive.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, because they were batteries. But yeah, just the possibilities are endless. I just really want to see it. One thing that really excites me for it, one episode is titled Jason Todd, and another episode is supposed to have the Doom Patrol in it. But yeah, so I'm excited for the DC Universe streaming service.
Yeah.
Definitely going to get that day one. But we're going to move on to the next topic, which is the actually more DC stuff.
Okay.
The Birds of Prey movie with Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
They announced that it's going to be rated R.
I'm down.
For what, I wonder? Like violence, language, what is it?
Nakedness, whatever. I don't know.
Rated R for just nudity.
Now, did they say who's in it other than Harley Quinn?
The rumor is...
obviously, it's Birds of Prey. It's...
Ivy, Catwoman, Harley Quinn.
But how's that Birds of Prey?
That's what people are saying.
They're not birds. Isn't that like
Harley Quinn's not a bird? That's
Black Canary and all the other ones, right? Like,
I don't know who's going to be in the movie. All we know is that she was very passionate about it when she announced, like when she apparently pitched it, from what I read. And
so it's an old woman movie.
When she pitched it to Warner Brothers, she pitched it as an R-rated movie, and they said yes.
Oh,
so
that makes sense.
If it's that good of an idea, hopefully it's that good of an idea that WB is not just like, okay, Margot Robbie, we just want you to stay. You know,
maybe it's going to be violence or something. Like that's why it's rated R.
But I definitely want to see if they're going to have Ivy and Catwoman. Like Harley Quinn and Ivy already have a special relationship. I want to see how they would build on that. Who they get to play Ivy. And then who they get to play Catwoman, like, because the girl from Gotham,
yeah, she's pretty good.
Like, and she was also in Deadpool. She is very open to playing Catwoman. She wants to, so that'd be awesome. Like when I thought of her, I thought of Catwoman.
Yeah, you want like you definitely want her to be brunette. Like, yeah, you know, you don't want the '90s Tim Burton Catwoman.
Oh yeah, for sure. The sassy kind of like
yeah.
You know, I work for myself unless unless I like you.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Ivy though, like, definitely Emma Stone, bro. Like, I think she would make a good Poison Ivy. I've always thought she would be a good Poison Ivy.
That'd be really cool. I would love that, especially with Margot Robbie and stuff. Like that would be a cool
actress-wise. I think she's a good actress. So.
I don't know if she'd be down for it, just because of it's a multi-movie deal, and that's the reason apparently Ryan Gosling turned down playing the Joker because he didn't want a multi-movie deal.
I can't see him as the Joker either. Like, there's certain people in my mind as the Joker.
Yeah,
and he's
not. But we barely ever get those people.
But he's not one of them. I know.
Like, people thought like the best Joker would have been Willem Dafoe when he played Green Goblin. If
Martin Scorsese does this movie he's talking about, and Joaquin Phoenix is the Joker, I could see him being almost like that Joker from the animated series, or like the look. He has that look of like the way his hair is, and his nose is a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can just picture him.
He commits to his roles.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That sounds intriguing. I just wish that it took place in this universe, because it being an Elseworlds thing is going to confuse a lot of people. Like people already go into DC movies wondering where Captain America is. Already, like. I've talked to people that have thought that.
DC movies?
Yeah, people have gone to DC movies and Marvel movies, and they'll go to Marvel movies.
Where's Captain America?
They'll go into Marvel movies and wonder where Superman is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so people are already confused enough.
And the problem is they don't have enough of these shows like us to tell them about it.
People need to subscribe to. And then the last bit of news that I really wanted to talk about, which is the most exciting for this week, in my opinion.
Okay.
Apparently, there have been leaks that Rocksteady, the people who made the Batman Arkham Batman Arkham games, is currently making a Superman game in that same universe.
Like Arkham universe, but Superman universe, like a Superman Arkham game.
So like sort of like a Meanwhile in Metropolis type scenario for those Arkham games.
So like you can roam around like Batman does in Arkham, but
around Metropolis.
Superman.
Yeah, and you're gonna fly at supersonic speeds. Apparently, it's gonna it'll take place in Metropolis.
Did you hear that, folks? Take place in Metropolis.
But yeah, apparently it's supposed to be several times larger than Gotham, just to give you the breathing room to kind of like fly around and have fun as Superman.
Okay. Can you fly up in space?
I don't know. That'd be cool. And I want to know if they're gonna have the Fortress of Solitude in there somewhere. But they also said that the leak, I forget who leaked it. Somebody leaked it. Anyway, the leak said that they're going to incorporate like flying into the combat. So like that sort of like that scene where he punches him and then he zooms in and like punches him again.
Okay.
Like almost like a Super Saiyan.
Like Injustice 2.
Yeah. Like his finisher in that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so apparently they're going to incorporate flying into a lot of the combat and everything. He's going to be a sort of a nerfed Superman, so more akin to the animated series rather than the Man of Steel, like freaking.
Yeah.
But which makes sense because the Arkham games were very much influenced by the Batman animated series. And so it would only make sense that the Superman game would be influenced by the Superman animated series. And the rumor is this is all culminating into a Justice League multiplayer game in that universe.
Ooh, that'd be amazing.
That is what I've wanted since they announced Arkham Asylum back in 2009.
So you could be like Aquaman, you could be like
The Flash, Wonder Woman.
Atlantis.
I wanted Wonder Woman movie. Or a game. I wanted Wonder Woman game.
That'd be cool.
Like, how awesome. And
I want, like, why didn't they do Wonder Woman? Like, if she's fighting Ares, why not fight Ares, like, in hell? You know, like, or, like, you know what I mean? Like,
what, in the movie?
Yeah, I felt like instead of fighting...
I think they tried to emulate something like that on Earth, like Hell on Earth, because she was surrounded by fire.
That's true.
Like, they were in, like, an arena of fire, like... conveniently.
And it was just a weird, like, the guy playing him with his mustache, and I was like,
oh yeah, Nigel Thornberry.
I'm like, come on, bro, like,
smashing,
huh? Hey, Wonder Woman.
That actually that's one thing that I forgot to put on this list. The director of Wonder Woman, who is signed on now to direct Wonder Woman 2.
The second one.
Has just scored the biggest deal for a female director.
Really?
In film history, yeah. She's actually getting paid $9 million for her work on Wonder Woman 2, which I believe apparently the record set for a female director before that was $5 million.
Wow, that's cool.
And I saw somewhere that she only made $1 million from Wonder Woman, the first one.
Well, it's a lot more than I'll ever make in my life.
That's depressing. But
$9 million.
9 mil. The record set by a female director before her was $5 million.
Okay.
For a movie as big as Wonder Woman 2 is at this point, for how many records it broke and things like that, like the amount of buzz that it got made it a huge movie. So that they're making a sequel, of course she deserves a raise. Of course she deserves as much as they can possibly.
Of course, yeah. Well, all right. First of all, is she going to make Wonder Woman fly?
I don't know.
Because Wonder Woman can fly from the newer comics.
Mm-hmm.
Will she have an invisible jet?
I really hope not. Dumbest vehicle in history.
But if she's taking $9 million, why not take that and put it into an invisible jet?
If she's making $9 million, why not take that and make an amazing action set piece between her and Cheetah?
Which I'm not excited about for Cheetah.
Oh, why? Because the casting?
Yes.
Listen, all right? Listen, let me take you back to a time, all right? To when the first Batman came out.
Okay.
1989. And they announced Michael Keaton as Batman. Mr. Mom is playing Batman.
I don't know. I guess.
And that didn't go over too well because people were like, he's just a comedian. He's a comedic actor.
Okay.
And they saw him as Batman. And they were like, holy shit, it's Batman.
Maybe I just don't know. I guess I don't know too much about Chitara, but...
Cheetah?
Or Cheetah? Is it Cheetah?
Cheetah.
Chitara?
Cheetah. She's in Injustice.
Oh, I'm thinking Chitara from... Thundercats. All right.
But yeah, Cheetah. So I'm interested. I'm not saying that it is a perfect choice, but
I mean, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be like, oh, Kristen Wiig's Cheetah. I'm not gonna go see it.
But what gets me, and the reason that I'm standing behind it, is because she when Patty Jenkins announced that they got Kristen Wiig to play Cheetah.
Yeah.
She said that she was her first and only choice, and she wanted her forever to be Cheetah.
Huh.
So she has an idea of how she wants the Cheetah to be.
And if you look back, Wonder Woman is probably one of the better DC movies made.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all the movies they've made in the past. If you think about it.
True.
Other than like all the Batman.
Better structured.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Like it made more money. It like did really well. I don't know if that was because the whole empower women stuff, but
yeah. I mean, I definitely prefer Man of Steel over it.
Yeah.
But I do see what you're saying. I just really hope that they can keep that up with the second one.
Who's
because
so
it's gonna be her versus Cheetah.
Her versus Cheetah, that's right.
But apparently it takes place in the 80s. So it's not modern day. It takes place in the 80s. So it's really cool how they're making this like a chronological...
like her story, like where she...
Yeah, like what she's done in the past.
Huh? If Cheetah's in this movie, and they lead up to a Legion of Doom movie, Cheetah was part of Legion of Doom. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I got excited about Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom?
Fucking Legion of Doom, son.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how Legion of Doom's going, but if they have it to where... Well, it'd be really cool if they...
Alright, so we got, from the Justice League movie at the end, we had Lex Luthor
and
Deathstroke. We already have... Now we got a Cheetah. Mm. And then they're going to do Atlantis movie, which you're going to have Black Manta. He's part of Legion of Doom. Mm-hmm. Right?
We also have the Joker.
The Joker. Well, he was somewhat part of Legion of Doom, but it wasn't like...
I'm just going through like the whole roster of villains that they have right now, because Ares is dead.
If they do Flash, they could do a Gorilla Grodd movie. Gorilla Grodd was part of Legion. I think if they do Legion, because Deathstroke wasn't really like... From the old cartoons, he wasn't a Legion of Doom.
Yeah, but I mean,
but maybe they're doing like a newer version of Legion of Doom.
I think they're definitely going in a newer direction. I just really hope they stick with it and we can actually see it come to fruition.
Man, Legion of Doom would be amazing
because that is like the ultimate goal.
Like a big giant bulbous head thing coming out of the swamp, and like,
meanward,
at the Hall of Doom, the Legion of Doom. And then you can have wasn't Savage part of that too? Of Legion of Doom?
Blanking. I know Solomon Grundy. Bizarro. Dude, if they do Bizarro, that's one thing I want to see in the Superman game.
Superman versus Bizarro? That'd be cool.
Let's go back to the Superman game real quick because I definitely want to talk about that. The Superman game.
Are they gonna have all the Superman villains in it?
That's what they did with Batman. With Batman, you had so you'd be going after the Joker, trying to like Arkham City, for instance. You're going after Hugo Strange, but you're also going after the Joker. Okay. You're also going after all the villains that are doing like popping up around the city. Yeah. Penguin, what's he up to? Like, oh shit, you know. So while you're going after a certain villain, all these other villains are coming out of the woodworks and they're trying to stop you, which would really work well if you're trying to, because apparently in the Superman game that was leaked, Brainiac is supposed to be the main villain. To which I say, make Lex Luthor the secondary villain. Maybe have him work with Brainiac, or have Brainiac work alone and have Lex Luthor trying to take down both Superman and Brainiac.
They need to do a movie with Brainiac and Superman.
Brainiac's going to be in that sci-fi show, Krypton.
Yeah. Oh, he looks terrifying. Yeah. Looks terrifying. Like, I was against that Krypton show. Yeah, me too. But I kind of want to watch it now because Brainiac's going to be on it, just to see what happens. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know what happens, but he destroys Krypton. So.
Yeah, but spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
But
Krypton is no more because of Brainiac.
Krypton blew up? What?
Oh my god.
But yeah, so
what if someone was like didn't know that and
they're just like scoot away from their desk and they're like, "What? I'm looking at something right now."
It's like on Ready Player One, where the Oriental guy's like, he's playing the game and he loses. And he's like, "Oh!" and he goes to jump out the window.
But yeah, so I would love to see, because I know Brainiac would be the overarching villain. Yeah, I would love to see Lex Luthor be a looming threat. Okay, you know, have LexCorp like constantly intervening. And I definitely want to see Lex Luthor in his suit. Okay. Yes. Now you could bring in other characters. You could bring in Bizarro. That'd be a cool mission. You know, you could have it to where you could. Well, they already said that you can't play as Clark Kent. That would have been really cool to have a mission where you have to pose as Clark Kent for a bit. Like, but you don't play as Clark Kent. You play as Superman. It's a Superman game. Okay. But it's definitely like the fact that we're getting a Superman game. Like, we have not had a good Superman game in ever.
So we got Spider-Man coming up.
Yes, which it looks amazing. It looks so good. But I hope that Superman is somewhat like that Spider-Man game, you know? Because, like, when you're watching that Spider-Man game, it looks like you're watching a hero do heroic things, which is what Spider-Man does. But it's also what Superman does. He does heroic things. He's somebody who people aspire to be. So I'm really hoping that comes off in the game because Batman was such a great milestone in superhero games, but I wouldn't call him a superhero game. I would call it a get back in your cell game. Yeah. Because Arkham Asylum was very much like Batman trying to lock up these criminals who busted out. You weren't doing a lot of saving. You're doing a lot of locking up. Yeah. And which I guess in part is saving, but it didn't feel like saving like watching the Spider-Man stuff does, or you know Superman. Like the first time you ever saw Superman in comics, he was lifting a car, to like save people, like you know. So I'm really hoping that they get that across in this game because they are the same people, exactly. You know that made that. So I'm hoping that comes across as being the ultimate superpowered hero that you can be. Exactly. So here's the hoping that we see something at E3. Yeah. Something that
E3 when's that date?
E3 is in June, in the middle of June. Okay. But the leak also said something about hearing something within the next few weeks.
Okay.
Sometime before E3, like maybe like a trailer dropping, and then maybe some gameplay at E3 or something.
Oh, cool. So we'll actually get to see what's going on in it.
Hopefully, I'm hoping that this is actually a real thing and it's not just a rumor.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, it is a rumor. Like, just like take it with a grain of salt, but it is something that's out there, and it's something that's been rumored for a long time. But now apparently, it's officially leaked.
Well, maybe since they can't make great movies, they'll make great games.
Maybe both of them will inspire each other. You know,
who knows?
But they're definitely looking to continue their DC universe. In what way, we don't know. But at least we know that we can look forward to a DC game universe too.
I'd play it, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna check it out.
And especially if it leads,
it's cool.
Especially if it leads into a Justice League game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, come on. Like for me, like my Batman universe was the Arkham games. Like the Dark Knight was coming around at the same time, and that was great. But when I thought of Batman, like I was in that world.
Yeah. Like what was the last one?
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight.
Yeah,
I own and I still have to finish playing it.
You got to play it, man. You got to play it. And even in that game, like they had an Easter egg where if you go into Bruce Wayne's penthouse, you could go to the answering machine and check your messages, and one of the messages was from Lex Luthor.
What makes me now want to play it and see what he says on the message?
It was literally just a message just to show you that there's more to this universe, and the fact that it was Superman. And that we're getting these leaks now definitely felt like foreshadowing.
Well, it's probably going to happen for sure. I mean, if they're leaking it out like that.
Yeah. But I mean, we've had leaks before which like stuff just never happened, but people leaked it because they wanted to get like the recognition and the buzz.
Gotcha, yeah.
So I'm really hoping that this is actually legit. And if it is, I am so stoked because number one, I definitely want to see Lex Luthor in all his like full suit of glory.
Mm-hmm.
Two, one thing that was really cool about the Arkham games. Like all the Arkham games, they have all these different bat suits from all the different comics. They're all comic suits.
So
or the animated series
like
also.
Suits for Superman.
Yeah, like the Red Sun Superman suit. They could have stuff like that, man. They could have all kinds of different suits for Superman from around the comics, and even like the movie suit tie-in. You know, like Man of Steel suit. They could have the Christopher Reeves classic suit.
Or the black suit.
The black suit, even with the beard, dude.
Or you could have the beard, long hair.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about.
Dark side's in this, dude. What?
That'd be a cool end game, dude.
Man.
That'd be a cool end game where you finally take down Brainiac and then Darkseid shows up.
Oh, all right, I'm ready for that.
And then Justice League, like the Justice League.
Like the logo comes up, you know, like Justice League,
and that'll be the next game.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be amazing. That's what I want from this game. But if that doesn't happen, if we just get a Superman game, I mean, I'm down for that.
Oh
too.
yeah. I mean, something different. You know?
Definitely, and I definitely want to have a game that lets me feel the power of Superman. Yeah.
You get to hold you hold the power in your hands.
Yeah. Hold it firm. Firmly grasp it.
I'm taking your power, Superman. Oh yeah, that sounds cool, man. Definitely.
Yeah,
that sounds really cool.
And then we're gonna be getting all kinds of video games of superheroes, like the Avengers game that's coming out, Superman. Spider-Man game coming out.
Yep.
All kinds of stuff, man. So I don't know what else we're gonna like. It makes me wonder what else is gonna be announced at E3. Are we gonna see gameplay for the Avengers? Are they gonna do another like what are they? What are the possibilities?
I want a Hulk game. I mean,
yes.
If they're doing a Superman game, why not a Hulk game?
Yeah, right. Ultimate Destruction 2.
Yeah. Make him look like this guy right here. That's in front of you. You smash things with your big giant hammer.
Gladiator Hulk, dude. That would be awesome. Yeah. A Thor game.
Planet Hulk.
I mean, we basically got a Thor game with God of War.
That's true.
But
which is amazing. Check out God of War, please.
God of War is amazing.
What other games? Oh, Kingdom Hearts, man.
Ugh.
I haven't heard anything other than like what I've seen about it being. Well, we got Monster Universe.
Big Hero 6 was in the...
Big Hero 6, Toy Story, which I saw the Toy Story trailer and it was like, it blew my mind. Like, the graphics alone on that game are insane.
We got Rapunzel. Rapunzel's Tower.
Yeah, Rapunzel.
That was
that'd be cool too.
Trailer.
Yeah, man.
That was in the first one.
Like if they have a scene where like the lanterns going up and stuff in the game, that'd be cool.
One thing that people have said, there's actually a moment in one of the trailers where you actually see Ariel shows up, so maybe Little Mermaid.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
But I don't know if it's gonna be a world or it's kind of like an assist, basically.
Yeah.
But one thing that
didn't they already have a Little Mermaid?
They did. It was like a rhythm game section where you like Guitar Hero, like Under the Sea.
Gotcha.
But one thing that I would love to see, and they'd be dumb not to do it, Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It's already in the video. It's already a video game. Yeah. Like they could have a Sugar Rush race level.
Yeah, or you have to do like the Donkey Kong like thing that they did in the game where he's
you had to climb up the thing, whatever.
Different levels of that.
That'd be cool. Yeah, man. That would be cool. Yeah, but they'd be dumb not to include Wreck-It Ralph because I mean it's a video game in a video game. That'd be amazing.
Disney video game.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So
Star Wars. I mean, we've heard mixed reviews, maybe it being Star Wars and Marvel. So hopefully they have those. I mean, I'm hoping.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Star Wars makes a lot of sense. Marvel, I'd like to see how they would do it. Mm-hmm. But Star Wars, I have a pretty good idea of how they would. Like, they could have a lightsaber Keyblade. They'd have Sora, Donald, and Goofy in Stormtrooper armor without the helmets.
How would they do that with Marvel?
That's what I'm saying.
With a Keyblade.
Yeah, unless they had Goofy like Hulk size.
Why not like Thor?
Like
his Keyblade turned into like Mjolnir.
I feel like that would have to alter the combat though.
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
I don't know. That's the only one I can think of with a weapon.
Unless they transformed it into like a shield or something.
That's true.
But even
they can make Goofy in them because Goofy and them are usually the shield and stuff like that.
Goofy, Donald has the wand.
Yeah.
And Goofy has the shield. Mm-hmm. And then Sora has the.
Yeah, so it probably could work with something.
I didn't even think about that, man. Yeah. Goofy could have Captain America's shield.
Yeah, and then Donald could be like Doctor Strange or something, or.
Probably, yeah. Actually,
and then Sora could be Iron Man, Spider-Man. Thor, Hulk, I don't know.
I don't even know. But yeah, you might be onto something though. That'd be actually really cool. And like they're like Kingdom Hearts like version of Marvel's New York.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
Definitely.
But yeah, so that was pretty much everything that I wanted to go through over the week. The highlights, but we wanted to leave you guys off on a bit of a weird what's up with this guy.
Yeah, what's up with this guy? The guy I found out about today is Kite Man.
What's up with this guy?
Apparently, he is a Batman villain, Kite Man. Mm-hmm. You might know about more of him than I do because I think you were telling me about him.
Yeah. So Kite Man. It's exactly what it sounds like. He's themed after kites. He has a kite shape on his chest. He is Kite Man. There's not much to him. He's a pretty simple guy.
Oh my god.
But yeah, more recently, he actually made a pretty prominent appearance in the Batman War of Jokes and Riddles line of comics, where he actually played a pivotal role in not doing too much, where he helped Batman get into like the penthouse of the Joker.
With his kite.
Was
it a wing glider or was it a kite?
It was it was like a hang glided.
Or was it like a diamond shaped kite? He was like, "Hang on, Batman."
It was definitely like that. It was like a kite where they actually had the little bar underneath it. They're hanging on like they're hang gliding or whatever. But he takes his job so seriously that when he goes in there, he basically announces himself. Batman announces him or whatever, like Kite Man. Kite Man. And it zooms in on Kite Man's face and he's like, hell yeah,
I'm Kite Man.
And then he just gets his ass handed to him
So they beat the hell out of Kite Man.
Dude, he's the butt of the joke the entire time in the comic.
Put holes in his kite that he flies with?
That would have been hilarious.
They should have.
That would have been hilarious. No, they definitely he was trying to be.
You
one of the
villains.
You won't
be flying that kite anymore, Kite Man.
Because they had this whole legion. Because the villains in the War of Jokes and Riddles, they were split. So they had people on the Riddler side and they had people on the Joker side. Because the Joker and Riddler were warring factions now at this point. Kite Man wanted part of this, but neither side took him seriously because he's Kite Man.
He's Kite Man.
He's Kite Man.
I mean,
beware his kites.
I have a fish kite. I have a sailboat kite.
But like the fact that he was helping out Batman.
What if his kites had like different weapons on it? So like if he had a boat kite, it had like a cannon that shot cannonballs out of it. Then he'd be more. I mean,
flying around with a kite with a turret.
Yeah. It just shot more kites out.
It's
Kite man.
It's more kites.
Oh my god.
It's too many kites.
There's so many spools of yarn and kites. I can't take it.
It's overwhelming amounts of kites.
Alright, so what if Kite Man said, Batman, take this spool of yarn.
I'm gonna help you in more ways than one.
I need you to help me fly my kite. And Batman was like, well, I've never flown a kite before.
Dad never taught me.
Dad never taught me because he's
dead.
Dead.
But Dad's dead before he could even teach me how to fly a kite.
He was going to teach me that day after, but he died.
He was going to teach me that day. That next day was going to be kite day.
Kite day. It was a bat-shaped kite, too.
Damn it.
Fucking A. And then he's like, they're at the beach, so Batman, he's wearing his whole getup, but except for, like, he's wearing shorts. Mm-hmm. And he's like, because he's at the beach, obviously. Mm-hmm. And Robin's next to him. He's like, all right, Batman, run as fast as you can. And he's like, ooh. He's all like,
he's all serious.
Yeah, he's all giddy. He's like, okay, Kite Man. Like, Kite Man's flying in the air, and he's like, wee. flying, wee.
Higher, Batman.
Higher, faster, Batman, higher. And Robin's like, Batman, let me fly, Kite Man. And Batman's like, no, Robin.
This is my moment.
This is my kite moment. And he, like, pushes Robin down in the sand.
Inner monologue, everything in my life has led up to this moment.
Freaking Kite Man.
It's not.
But then, like, as he's flying Kite Man, he gets him so high that, like, this string breaks, and then Kite Man floats into the sun and perishes. And you never see Kite Man again.
But he got that one moment. That moment of redemption that he never had with his dad, Batman.
He had like one little tear come down from his cow mask.
He's sitting there looking at the broken spool, and he's like, it's not who I am, but what I do that defines me.
And then he like throws it in the ocean. He's like, oh well.
He was the villain we deserve. We're not the one we need right now.
Freaking Kite
Let me
Man.
ask you this, okay? So yes. the origin of Kite Man, we don't really know why he exists.
Actually, but... I did read on him how they came up with him. The character, is they basically like the writers looked outside for objects, and so when the writers saw a kite and said, "Kite Man sounds like a good idea."
What could go wrong? That
freaking Kite
foolproof.
Man. Kite Man.
See, my thought was,
I want to see a live action Kite Man now.
Kite Man in theaters.
But as a boy, like he starts as a boy, and he just loves kites. Has tons of different kites.
No, it would think of Batman. Why did he use bats?
Oh, he was scared.
Bats frighten me.
So what if,
I want my enemies to share my dread. So what if Kite Man was terrified of kites?
He's like at the beach. He's like playing with his dad and his parents. Oh, yes, this is great. And the kite, like those like aerobatic kites, like the real cool ones.
Are the ones that like freaking dart at the ground.
Yeah. So like there's people at the beach doing that. He's like, oh my god.
Hits him in the head from then on.
And then he grows up and he's like, the only way I can defeat this fear is become Kite Man.
Becoming it. I want my enemies to share my dread.
And I just picture him going like this, and like this big diamond shaped kite comes out with like little ribbons, like like the bow ribbons, and he flies away off at it.
Let's go fly a kite. That'd be amazing, dude. Like I'm picturing that too, where he's like sitting there, like in Batman Begins, where he's assembling his weird ass suit, and he's sitting there with like a bunch of construction paper and sticks and string. But you have he's taping this shit together.
Yeah.
But you also have that
it's
like orchestra in the background, like super dramatic music, and he's like sitting there like making these kites or whatever.
I'm doing it.
He's got like his mom behind him, like, don't do it, and he's like, I have to for my city.
Or he's like in the basement, and she's like, what are you doing, Johnny? He's like, I'm making a kite, Mom. I'm making a kite.
I'm starting a revolution, Mom.
It's happening
with my kites.
I'm gonna destroy everything with my kites.
This isn't just a kite; it's the future.
I'll be able to fly with this thing.
But yeah, if you want to check out more about Kite Man, he's definitely not worth it. So go forth and enjoy. He's
fly with Kite Man.
No, but if you have not checked out The War of Jokes and Riddles, definitely find a way to get your hands on some copies, because that is it's a great story, but also has hilarious moments like the Kite Man moment, which will forever.
I'm gonna have to go read
Kite
Man now. Like after learning about him, I want to know about him.
That was the highlight for that entire series for me. Actually, the Kite Man moment.
Look for me wearing a Kite Man shirt next time. Maybe, I don't know. I might have to make one.
I'm actually really.
I really kind of want to go get a Kite Man shirt because
Kite Man represent.
Sounds amazing, and I'm Kite Man, awesome.
Kite Man.
Also, guys, please swing on over to YouTube, our channel here, A Fresh Cup of Comics, and smash that subscribe button and the alert button.
Yeah,
we need some subscribers.
Don't forget to leave a like, comment if you like. If you have any thoughts on Kite Man or any of the topics that we talked about, please leave a comment below, and
hit us up on Facebook, A Fresh Cup of Comics on Facebook, and A Fresh Cup of Comics on Instagram. Mm-hmm. And then I'm also on Twitter as well as Ryhulk at Ryhulk on Twitter. I don't know what Zach is. What are you, Zach?
I have to make a Twitter. But yeah, so that'll do it for today, and
hopefully we'll get these posted
as soon as possible.
Yeah. All right, we're out.
See you guys next time for A Fresh Cup.